Hi, Angie. Hi, ladies. I can say ladies because my audience is like 98% ladies, which is so cool. It's like a massive girls club. I love it. Hi. Hi. You're doing great. Oh, Colleen, how did you know that I need that? I love you guys. Hi, Michelle. Shout out to the ambitious blonde. Michelle, this is all because of you. You know that, right? This is all because of your patience, your persistence, your belief in me, and your friendship. The ambitious blonde, I've tagged her before. Michelle, she introduced me to Beautycounter. Well, actually, I'll get into this with Gregg, but Gregg's friend, Erin, who is my best friend, Erin Hudson, introduced me to Beautycounter probably 5 years ago, like just as a friend, and just told me about these amazing products. And she gave me some of the products. I fell in love with them. Anyway, I'll say what the rest is, but thank you, Michelle. Basically, for anyone, I know there's going to be some new people on here, but anyone who has followed me for the last 5 or so years, then you know that my life has been a blur, to say the least. It started 5 years ago when I had just gotten married to my second husband, and my mom was really sick with cancer, and I was flying back and forth to the East Coast to take care of her in hospice, and then she passed away, and right after she passed away, I got pregnant. Literally right after, and had a pretty rough pregnancy just because I had placenta previa, so I had to have a C-section, and so the recovery from that was pretty crazy. I had really bad mastitis, a lot of issues with breastfeeding, a lot of pain, and then 6 months later I got pregnant again, and so that was a lot, obviously, postpartum, grieving, all of that. So and that kind of brings me to present day. All of that to say that I've always said I'm just an expert in my own body. I'm an expert in my experience, and I certainly have never claimed to be like, oh, this is the one thing that I'm an expert in, or I have a degree in this or that. I definitely don't. I've been modeling for 25 plus years and have done a lot of different things with my career path. But what I love about this platform and what I love about doing with you guys is just sharing my experience, sharing the connections that I have. And just that, I mean, that's literally what Beautycounter is about as well, is just sharing. That's how I got into it, was just sharing what I was passionate about. I wear makeup. I mean, not like this today. I put in a little bit more effort, did a little flawless in 5. I think it's so funny that's called flawless in 5 when nobody's flawless, but I did do a little bit of makeup. But again, I wear makeup a lot, and it's part of actually my protocol for health and wellness, for depression and anxiety, and I've talked about that a lot before as well. And I just love sharing about it. I wear it. I love the products, and it's literally like sharing with, well, like how my best friend did with me. She was like, oh, I love this. And of course you trust your best friend. And I love and trust these products and have been using them now for years. And so I just love sharing about it. And that's literally why I became a consultant, because I was like, I'm buying makeup anyway, so I might as well get a discount on it. And I'm sharing it anyway. I'm telling people about it anyway. Whenever anyone asks what I'm wearing or what I love, I share it anyway. And then it becomes a trickle down whole thing, and it's amazing. And I should probably get Gregg on here because, like I said, I'm not the expert. She is. She's the founder and CEO of Beautycounter. I need to now look down here to see if she has come on, if I can add her in. We've actually never met. I've never met Gregg. She's a powerhouse CEO, amazing woman. We have friends in common, friends who, I'm just trying to read through if she's on here yet. Friends who know, each other, and that's kind of 6 degrees of separation or whatever it's called. Hello, Heather. You bought Beautycounter because of me. Isn't that awesome? I know. Oh, hi, Greg. I'm on. You're on. So I think you have to invite. You have to ask to be invited, so that I can get you on here. Because I don't know how to send you an invitation. I think you have to send me an invitation. I think, because I don't know how else to get you on here. Can you request to be on here, Greg? You did already? Oh, shoot. I couldn't find it. I have to scroll back and find it. Sorry, guys. Can you send one again, Greg? Because I can't find it. Okay, here. Go live with Greg. Waiting for Greg. Waiting so patiently. I'm so sorry. Are you there? It says connecting. You hit the faces on the lower right and then add her. I need a tutorial on all this. It says Greg declined. I don't know how to do this, Greg. Waiting for Greg. I could never do this. Seriously, I don't love doing this, as most of you who follow me know. It's not my favorite thing, but I'm doing it for you guys.
We got it.
There.
So,
Hi.
I don't know why it wasn't letting me in. I kept sending requests and it wasn't going through you. So hi there.
Oh, no problem. Hi, thank you for being on.
Of course.
It's so funny, right? We have so many friends in common and friends of friends, and
yes.
we've never met.
I know.
But Erin was the first one who told me about you, Erin Hudson.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, my friend, you know, from school, blah, 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 this and that. And it was just literally best friends being like, oh, you need to try this. And I was like, awesome. And I mean, Erin gives me the shirt off her back. She's the most generous person. So she gave me a bunch of your products. And literally between that and Michelle, I just was like hooked into more and more and more because I love the products. But then, and I had no idea about the whole mission and like all the different layers, which is just so genius. And I want you to talk about it because you're the expert, obviously, the founder.
You want me to do the heavy lifting. Okay, no problem. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on. And I've been enjoying having these conversations with people over the, I don't know, the past 6 or however many weeks we've been in quarantine, because I think it's an important moment to reach out and to support all of our people and to help people understand what we're all about. Because I think now more than ever, Beautycounter is, I feel like everything that we've stood for from day one is sort of at the forefront of everything that everyone's thinking about today. You know, as a business founded with the mission of getting safer products into the hands of everyone, we've focused, you know, on educating people and providing solutions through product and through advocacy work, you know, trying to change the laws to protect citizens of both the US and Canada. But as I thought about things, you know, during this pandemic, I thought about, you know, what's most important to people today. And I think that those things are, how do you protect the health and safety of your family, of those you love, your own life and everyone around you? How do you, you know, really lean on community of friends and family members, professional relationships that you have, and then also how do we as a company provide sort of economic stability and opportunity simultaneously? And I think that's what I've been really focused on for the last 6 weeks, is how do I shore up our business to make sure we're as dependable and reliable as possible while simultaneously looking to the future and how we help lead, you know, the industry through this whole thing. And so do you want me to tell you people why I started the company, or what would be most useful to you? The business? I mean, what's you tell me.
Honestly, the business, because I mean, I definitely wasn't focused on the business at all. Like I was sharing before, I just loved the makeup and I love the skincare, especially because I've shared it before that it's the first time that a few years ago or a year or two ago, that I even knew about what was called clean beauty. I've been a model for 20 years and I didn't know about
Yeah.
any of the
Well,
chemicals or
no
any of
one
that
did.
kind
I
of
mean, I think
stuff.
it's, yeah, I think at the end of the day, when I started Beautycounter, it was really, I started the company because I felt that there was a need to bring high performing products into the market that were significantly safer for health. I had learned that we were being exposed to all these chemicals of concern, chemicals that created neurotoxicity, reproductive toxicity, endocrine disruption, cancer, et cetera. And they were being used in the products that we were using every day. And so for me, I didn't come out of the beauty industry. I didn't, I mean, I had nothing to do with any of these industries, but I felt compelled to make a difference. And so I started this company to do just that. And, when I was thinking about how to sell the products, and how to build this movement, because it really is more, we're more than just a brand. We really are a movement. And our goal is to affect change, not just as one company, but as the entire industry. Someone's asking the questions if we're available in Australia. Not yet, but we're working towards that.
Yeah, I get asked that every day.
I know.
UK, Australia.
We're working towards that. COVID has not been helping, but it is in process.
Yeah, I bet.
But anyway, I think it was really, how do we create a business that allows people to be part of meaningful change? How do we really focus on building this business on, what I always say is, like, we've built a direct-to-consumer brand. We've built a direct-to-consumer business that's been powered by people, and it's been a movement made for and by people. And those people primarily are our independent consultants who've created this incredible community of clients and consultants who really are, being part of meaningful change. And so our consultants and the business opportunity, and I'm sorry, I'm like so tired. I've been talking all day today. I'm like, I promise you, I really can't articulate my thoughts a little bit better.
Everyone knows that. Don't worry, everyone knows that.
But anyway, no, but honestly, I decided to build a business through people because I saw that on a macro level, the entire world was going direct to consumer. People wanted to have intimate relationships with the brands that they supported. They didn't want to go through department stores anymore. They wanted to go directly to the source. And I thought, why not create a business opportunity that allows women and men to build businesses on our platform as independent consultants, utilizing the digital medium, and it's funny because all these people have been saying to us, given this horrible pandemic in which we're in, how difficult is it for your business? And I said, well, look, we've got the original, work from home digital business model. So for us, I think for many people, it's part of what they already are doing. And so we've created this platform where people have been able to build successful businesses, and some of them are making $50 a month, and some of them have been able to earn, really significant, really significant, replace six-figure incomes. It's a job like anything else, and it takes a lot of hard work to be successful at it. But it is, and at this moment in time, it is an opportunity that it creates flexibility for people. And I've been reaching out to everyone to talk about this in my own sort of friendship circle, because I have so many people who have been furloughed or that lost their jobs because retailers closing, or they're fitness instructors, or they're chiropractors, or they work in hair salons, or they're makeup artists or whatever. And all of a sudden out of nowhere, their businesses dried up. And so for me, it's like, how do we serve community by creating not only safer products that people are going to really love using, but also be as business opportunities that people can take advantage of in moments like this. And that's what we're really, really, really all about. And so I always say to everybody, if there was ever a time to be part of Beautycounter, this is the moment in time, because again, everything that people are thinking about in the world is what we stand for and have authentically stood for from day one. And we have a business opportunity that people can take advantage of. Even if it's a short-term gig, even if it's a side gig, even if it's replacing some income, they can build a business with Beautycounter today from the safety and comfort of their homes on their own schedule and time.
I mean, there's so many different layers that's why I have you on, because I wasn't aware of Michelle told me about everything, but what I love about it is I don't do it as a full-time job. I literally do it because I share on a daily basis what I do and what I use anyway. And so for me, the reason why I signed up, first I became a Band of Beauty member, which is the memberships that you do to get the discounts. But then I became a consultant because I was like, look, I'm buying makeup all the time. And it's such an authentic way to buy makeup, because you're not going to the drugstore. Like you said, you're not going somewhere else. It's on a digital platform and you get what you love. I'm buying it all the time anyway. And so I'm sharing it all the time. And for me, I was like, Michelle told me all the perks and different stuff. And I was like, listen, Michelle, do I have to do a lot for this? And she's like, you can do however much you want. It's just like a lot of business. You kind of get what you put into it. And
Right.
so for me right now, I'm certainly not like out there hustling for Beautycounter, but whatever I share, like I'm getting my makeup for free
Right. Right.
because
Well, look, I think
that's
for so many people, I think for so many people, they join for so many different reasons, right? We have
yeah,
people who just want to be part of the advocacy efforts. They want to educate people on the need for safe
totally.
ingredients. They want to enjoy a savings on product. They want to build a successful business. They just need to get out of their house when they can't get out of their house right now. I've been telling every kid that I know is in college, like, this is the best gig for you right now
Yeah,
because you can build a business. We just launched Counter Start, which is a much more accessible line from a price point standpoint, which does
right.
a basic cleanser and moisturizer, which is great for either sensitive skin or for a younger demographic or for someone for whom our products can be a reach. And, I always said, like, if you think about all these college kids are sitting at home and they're like, having, they're at college, they're having fun, kissing their boyfriend, going to parties, and all of a sudden it's like, just kidding, you're actually stuck at home with your parents all day long. And so I'm like, that's a great opportunity for all of them. And, you
Maybe
know,
that's not so bad. Listen, I'm a teenager.
no, my kids are like,
I
get me
think,
out of the house. But no, I think it's, I think so for so many people, they join for all different reasons. And that's one
yeah,
of the things that I think is really appealing about it. It's a flexible model. You can build it on your own time. You can try to earn $500 a month or $5,000 a month or $15,000 a month. I mean,
totally.
it's a business. And what I always say to people is, give it a shot. Join right now through the end of today. We've waived the enrollment fee, and so people can do that, and they can buy a sample starter set, for $100, or there are more expensive ones for depending on what's accessible to them. And then, they just get out
Yeah,
there
and I'm
and
going to
start
link
selling
that
products.
after because today is the final day, right? That you guys have been doing
To
that for
waive
free
enrollment,
because of
yes.
COVID.
Today's the last day that we're going to be waiving enrollment. We've really been trying to make this opportunity accessible for everybody. Somebody just asked me
Okay,
what's my
I'll link
favorite.
that after.
My favorite product. I think that when I think about people joining, my favorite product probably is I've got a couple. Our cleansing balm, because it's a multi-purpose, and I think in a moment like this, people are looking for multi-use products, and so it's a
Yeah.
cleanser, it's a makeup remover, it's an overnight treatment. You can travel with it. Not that we're traveling right now. And my new favorite is our vitamin C serum. We've seen explosive
Yes, I
growth since
know.
it
I haven't
launched.
tried that yet. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And then I get it every single day, and I put on Dew Skin. I don't know if you do, but living in California, having
That's all I
incredible,
wear is
yeah.
the Dew Skin.
I wear it all the time, and I really, really love Dew Skin. And when we launched Counter Time, so many of my friends, living in LA were like, oh, your products will never work as well as blah, blah, blah brand or whatever. And when we launched Counter Time last year, I was like, no, they actually do work just as well. You can talk about reversing the signs of aging. If there's ever a product that can do it, I think it's done it just as well. So,
Counter Time for me, that's when I really, really started like sharing and getting into it because it was such an authentic change for me. I bought the whole system for my sister. I bought it for my sister's mother-in-law. So I was like, look, this 100% works. And I was loving everything about it. It was my first, like I call it my grown-ass woman skincare regime because I was like, everything else felt really, really insignificant compared to the change that I had in that
yeah.
system. And
Yeah.
that's what I love about the business model of this is it's not something that, like I get asked all the time, oh, but I can't do it because I'm terrible at sales. I'm not a salesperson.
No, you don't
And I
have
was
to be
like,
a
listen,
salesperson.
I am not a
Yeah.
salesperson. I have dealt with anxiety and depression and social isolation for my entire life. I can't get words out, but when there's something that works for me and I know that it'll help someone else, you can't shut me up
Right.
because you're just talking to your girlfriend about what you love.
Yeah, I
And
think
what's,
it's true. It's true. I mean, I always say our story is best told person to person, whether it happens in the physical
yeah,
world, in the digital world. We started this business through people because I believe in empowering people with opportunities. I really know that women share information that they think to be important. I knew that department stores were waning and now
so
they're really in
powerful.
big trouble. I didn't want to have sort of an intermediate step between the consumer. We wanted a direct to consumer relationship because that's how the consumer market works today. Everyone wants to shop directly with brands, and we wanted to make our products available online through people, through the retail stores that we've opened. And I think it's been a really successful business. Yeah. And it's been very, very successful for our business to have a multi-pronged approach and to really power through people. Someone just asked a question about our advocacy efforts. We really did try to start a movement.
Talk about that.
And last year we were asked to testify in front of Congress due to many of our efforts for 7 years now on both the state and federal level. And in Canada, we've been advocating for cosmetic reform. We've been asking members of Congress and our federal government to take action so that that they actually changed the law so that every single citizen of this country and every single citizen of Canada has access to safer products. We haven't updated the laws in 82 years, and
I mean,
it's ridiculous. I mean,
it's
I'm
the
old, but
craziest
man, I'm not
thing to even say that. It's
no,
the
I know.
weirdest
It's
thing.
insane. It's insane. And so, and the laws that do exist, that, you know, what people don't realize is the FDA isn't protecting them. They're not able to screen chemicals for safety before they go onto the shelves in stores or through people. They have no ability to recall product if the product is harmful to health. So advocacy has always been really important to us. Education is really important to us because we want people to be armed with information so that they can make better choices. And we've always used commerce as an engine for change. And we've used it as a way, you know, we've put over 26 million safer products into homes across North America over the past 7 years, which I'm really proud of. And those products perform as well or better than any other brand out there, and they're significantly safer for health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the combination of things is really a dream. You know, you can put as much effort as you want into it or not, but you're using the product. It helps, it allows you to become confident. Like you said, you're educating yourself, becoming confident. Plus there's a full community. There's like a cult like following with you guys. Like,
well,
not a
I don't know
bad
that.
term,
No,
but
look,
honestly, that
I think it's
try
authentic.
the product, and once you have this sense of community with other powerful women, and you can really dive in deep into the business side of it, it's incredible.
I think at the end of the day, also, you know, there's something to be said for the fact. I think when people say, you know, that you have such brand, you know, fans of your brand and what you all are doing, I think it's at the end of the day, you know, at Beautycounter, like we have. It's no bullshit. Like what we are genuinely trying to move the market. We have pioneered and led the clean beauty industry. We are doing the homework so people can outsource their trust to us. And we are empowering people with economic opportunities and making our products available to clients however they wish to shop with us. But it's really been a powerful movement. And, you know, for people that think about joining the business and then get nervous about selling, I don't think we're selling. I think we're serving people by creating products that are safer. And I think right now, I've said to my family and my friends, like, look, for me, it's both my opportunity and my responsibility to share the business opportunity, because millions of people have lost their income streams. And so for me, it's like, how do I help people in a time of need by having a platform upon which they can build a business? And, you know, right now they build a business by going to beautycounter.com and signing up as a consultant, and they can do that from their home. And again, it's not that they're necessarily going to make a bunch of money overnight. That's not true. But they are going to be able to build businesses successful if they put time and effort into it over time. So
and it's building, and it's an opportunity. I've had a couple people already tell me, which I didn't know about, but Michelle and I did a live probably 6 months ago, right after I had Ocean, because I was like, I just want to get the information out there. And a woman in New York, Alexa, emailed me and just said, thank you so much for telling me about it and just sharing, because I lost my job because of COVID. And I'm able to, like you said, from home, just share and kind of build out on that part of the business. It is the most incredible opportunity for women. I just love it. I love it. I'm so grateful for it.
Whoever just said they're using Arbonne right now and they're thinking about interested in switching to Beautycounter, I would say that, you know, Arbonne has really made, you know, great products over the years. I think that we just really decided to pioneer and lead clean beauty. And I think that that's something that we've done. We're wholeheartedly committed to clean, and not just to restricting ingredients, which is what everyone's talking about right now. We have our never list, but it's really looking at holistically about how do we up the levels, you know, what are our standards, and how, you know, I would say, you know, others follow, we lead. Like, we set the standards, we set the bar. And, you know, we've been looking up and down supply chain to really focus on how to build an incredibly successful business while simultaneously doing well by people, by the earth, by human health. I mean, that's always been critically important to us. And I don't think other companies are necessarily doing what we're doing. You know, I know they're not doing all the things that we're doing up and down that. So,
and the results speak for themselves, you know, like, the results, not only the product wise, but like you said, in the laws, in everything else, it's the results show, and that's huge.
Yeah. There's a couple of people asking questions. I don't think you need to have a large following at all to be successful. I mean, first of all, I have a much smaller following than you are. What you need is people, you need to speak your truth about why you decided to join the business. You need to tell your story, and everyone's story is their own story. And you need to be engaged and authentic. And to me, that is why when people are successful with Beautycounter, they care about the mission, they care about earning an income, they're hardworking, and they talk honestly and openly about why they're doing the business. It's not about being a salesperson. I don't think of us as salespeople. I don't want to sell. I want to serve people by giving them great products and educating them. And I don't think you need to have a great following. There was another question about whether or not we're vegan. We do have, some of our products are vegan and some of them are not. I mean, we do not test on animals, full stop. There are, you know, if you know, we've got the Leaping Bunny certification and we're very focused on, you know, being authentic. There are certain ingredients in formulations way back that may have had some test or some drop of, you know, egg or something that was done. So we're very careful about saying which things are and which things aren't. And so you can go on our website if you want to know which products are vegan. But
yeah, all that information's you guys have
yes.
a great website.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any more questions, because my lives I try to keep short and super informative, because just like me, most women are like, okay, I have to fit this in before I do this and this and this. So this has been amazing. You're such an informational, incredible woman.
Listen, thank you for being part of the movement. You know, we need many voices to this movement, and I would say for those that did tune in and want to learn about this, obviously you can direct message Angie. You can go to beautycounter.com and look up Angie and join. But I think at the end of the day, it's really about being confident in yourself and knowing that you're promoting and you know, you're promoting clean living really more than anything, and you can build a business with us at a time where many people are in need of doing that, and that's something you should be proud of. It's a great group of people. We're doing good work. The work that we're doing is relevant, and that's it. So I thank you for having me on, and you and I will face to face with all of our mutual friends one of these days.
I know we will, for sure. Thank you so much, Gregg.
Okay. No problem. Thanks so much. Okay.
I'm going to put a slide for people to sign up or to get more information. I'm going to do a slide on my stories right after this.
Okay. All right. Great.
Thanks, Gregg.
All right. Bye.